So black man was already here when the white man came.
So if it was renamed, what was our name in the first place?
Yeah. That's the actual question.
Oh, you want to find out? Got like 2 minutes?
Yeah.
All right, let me show you. Familiar with the Bible at all? You know about Moses?
Yeah, I know about Moses.
Okay.
That was actually taken out of the Bible, right?
Not necessarily. Right, check this out, right? So when you talking about what's been removed, you talking about the book of Exodus, right? During the time when we was in chattel slavery, they removed all things that could promote revolution and rebellion, right? But this is what, get on Deuteronomy 28 verse 15. What's your name, big bro?
Shimon.
Shimon?
Yeah.
All right, man, I'm Ithiel. It's good to meet
Shimon
you,
ben
Shimon.
Yehuda.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15.
Uh-huh.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
Right.
that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So this is what Moses is speaking to his people about, right? He's speaking to his people saying, look, we just got out of Egypt. We just got out of slavery. Now we coming into the wilderness. We about to go to the promised land. I need y'all to adhere to all these commandments that we've been given for the last 40 years. Right? If y'all don't listen to these and hearken unto these, it's going to be curses on you. What's a curse? A good thing or a bad thing?
Well, I consider anyone who puts a curse on someone for anything is because of your own ego.
Okay.
So if you want to put a curse on someone because they're not listening to you,
I'm not talking about the action of putting the curse. I'm talking about the curse itself. Is that a good thing?
We all know it's a bad thing.
Absolutely, right? So he said all these judgments and punishments is going to come upon you if you don't hearken, meaning listen to the commandments that we've been given, right? So let's find out some of these commandments. Get me verse 37 real quick. Right, because I asked you, what was our name before that?
Yeah.
Right?
Get that. Initial.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
If you don't listen to these commandments, one of the punishments is you will become an astonishment. This is why black people, Hispanic people, Native American people, as we're called now, are just primarily used for entertainment, for an astonishment. You see it's in all the coliseums, in all the stadiums.
It's a whole lot deeper than that, dude.
But listen, because we just started. We just scratching the surface.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get to the surface.
Gotcha.
Below the surface, what they're trying to do is steal our spiritual energy.
Listen,
that's what they're trying to do. I already understand that.
It can't be because we're answering questions, dude, bro. So listen.
So what was our name before this then?
I'm telling you.
Okay.
I'm telling you, right? Because we already said it. Right. Read.
Say it again.
Verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment.
Who shall become an astonishment, God? That's what we're answering, okay?
A proverb and a byword among all the nations, whether the Lord shall lead.
So you'll be a proverb and a byword. Shimon, do you know what a byword is?
A pseudonym or a synonym?
Yeah, among all nations, you're going to have a pseudonym. Right. You're going to have a name that's not your name. Right?
Yeah,
who was Moses speaking to? Because that was the answer.
That was his people, I guess.
Who was his people?
All blacks.
Nah, they weren't called blacks. They was called blacks once that curse was enacted.
That's right. Oh, yeah, that's right.
You understand? So who was he talking to? See, the surface is actually deep.
Well, actually, Africa was called something else before it was called Africa.
We're not talking about that.
A different name.
So, read that for me real quick.
Nubian.
Nope. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Right. So the book of Deuteronomy is what Moses is the words that Moses spake unto his people Israel, the Israelites. Right. And he said that to the Israelites, if you don't keep all these commandments, you're going to be cursed, meaning punishments and judgments. One of those is that you're going to have a pseudonym, a byword among all nations upon the face of the earth. Is there anywhere on earth where we're called by our actual names? So say for example,
I've been out on the road, so I don't know.
Right?
So I can't say that.
Would you be identified by the police as a black man? Oh, okay.
Nigga, get on the ground.
All right. So you understand that? That's what we just read. It's deep, right? Because all over the world we understand nigga, get on the ground.
Oh yeah.
Right? That's the astonishment. That's the proverb. That's the expectation. That's the wise saying. That's if you see a nigga, he up to no good.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
But you're saying of course, but we're the surface is deep because it's saying that curse is going to be all over the world. Right, so when you go to China, when you saw during COVID, right, they was taking all the black men and the black families out of. You understand? When Ukraine was happening, they was not saying you niggas can't get on the train.
No, they
you
weren't saying that to them.
So this curse is applying to the Israelites, right? But we see the effects on our people today. So what would our name be? Israelites.
Okay.
Give verse 68. I'll show you, so we can solidify, right?
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Remember, they was just in Egypt. The Israelites was just in Egypt. That's where Moses freed them from, right? So to them, going back to Egypt is terrible, right? Let's find out what the Bible says Egypt is, right? Read.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
You see what the Bible calls the Egypt? Did you hear what it said?
Yeah.
What's it called?
Also what? Sorry.
Read it again.
I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Egypt is the house of bondage. That's captivity. That's slavery. That's
Yeah.
what they know, right? So now let's get this final curse, right? I got you. I got you. Read.
Go ahead.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again
Slavery, bondage, captivity. Again, go ahead.
Right.
with ships.
With ships.
Yeah.
With ships. I need you to let that marinate. Who went into slavery on ships? We did. And we had our name changed to a pseudonym all over the world.
Yeah.
That's right.
He's talking about us. Finish it.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships,
Mhm.
by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Uh-huh.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
Right?
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
After you get off them ships, you're going to be sold to
Yeah.
your enemies.
Yeah, I know.
Right,
So
Rick?
by your own people too.
No.
Oh.
That's what we learn in
The
public
Jamaicans.
school. That's what we learn in
No,
public
even
school.
Jamaica apologized for being a part of the slavery trade.
Okay.
It was on the news.
Fine. Fine.
Anyway, but
Listen.
I do have to go. I'm not trying to be rude.
Okay.
I apologize. I have a previous engagement. But I will say this.
You're gonna make a point. We're not here to be taught,
No,
brother.
no.
We're not here to be taught. You was bringing out the scriptures.
Yeah,
That was the
you
point.
had your saying.
That
Let
was
me
the
have
point
my
of
saying for 1
conversation.
second. All right? That's all I'm asking for. I heard you for a second.
Yeah.
Did you
But
take
same-
in what
same
we
respect,
said, though?
though, right?
Did you take in what we
I'll
said?
talk to you guys before. So I understand where you're coming from.
You talked to us before?
No, not you. Okay. I apologize.
Okay.
I talked to people of your establishment.
A lot of times, brothers will be impatient with their knowledge because they haven't established anything for themselves. We're established globally,
Right.
right? So oftentimes, as a result of slave training,
Is there a number in here?
yes, there is. We say, you know what? I have my 2 cents that I need to impart on you, but I'm not going to join. I'm not gonna be a part of the movement, right? So we're looking for brothers that's gonna move. We're looking for brothers that's gonna come and that's gonna follow the things that Moses said we need to follow, right?
Okay.
Anything else is just spare ribs. Anything else, we've done it already. Anything else is just doctrine of the world, right? So these are the things that we've learned and understand, and we see it, we understand. We can't be moved by it, right? And we need brothers to have that type of integrity. We're not here to just shoot the shit. That's not what we're here for.
I mean, well, the whole thing about life is to converse with someone to understand, right?
It's not.
Well, that's your opinion.
No, but we follow the book, so it's not my opinion, right? My opinion would be something else. What we follow
hold
is
on.
out the book.
So that book says that you cannot converse and understand other people.
No, that's not what it's saying. You said
Okay.
life. You said this is what life is about.
Yeah.
Right? Get that for me in Proverbs. I'll show you. So that way it's not my opinion. Proverbs chapter 12. All right. The whole duty of man. This is what life is about.
Okay,
Sorry.
Ecclesiastes.
Yep.
So you get 1 Peter 4 too. If any man speak.
Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
The be all end all. Right? Go ahead.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
Nah, chop it up.
Fear God and keep his commandments.
That's what we believe. 1 Peter 4 and 11. That's what we believe. That's what we stick to. That's why we're not trying to. It's not about give and take. It's about we gonna serve the Lord because we understand not serving the Lord is what put us in this situation where we became a pseudonym and a byword in the first place. Right? Read that last part.
1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God.
That's how you avoid being opinionated. When you speak as what the Bible is saying. That's how we avoid being opinionated. Right? That's how we avoid, well, let me go dive into this. Nope. This is what it say, this is what we're gonna do because it's already been proven. We came in on a slave ship. It said we would do that. We were sold to our enemies. That's already proven. We became a pseudonym, like you said, across everywhere. Here they call us Popolo.
Oh yeah.
Just us though. You can't call them Popolo.
Very
You
true.
understand? That's facts. That's facts, brother. None of that is opinion. Right? So brother, if you want to reach out, if you want to see what's going on,
appreciate your
we
time.
are established.
I know.
Hit us up.
I know.
Right, hit us up.
What is a nation?
Nation is men leading by example.